What up, YouTube? This is your boy, like one half of Enduro. Want to talk about another topic here. So, again, I've been, like I said, off the platform a little bit, but like I said, you will see a bunch of videos I made it the same day, to be honest, and just said it differently because I'm going through some stuff with real life and everything. So, in this discussion here, I want to talk about. I've been playing games lately. Some games I thought I would never play before, which was the Telltale Tales Batman. There was a price drop to $7, so I get for both games. There are a lot of games I still have not beaten, and I not even only beaten, not even go fully or touch. And to see a lot of Nintendo fans, and maybe Sony and Microsoft the same too. I don't follow their channels like that as much as I used to. I mostly go to the industry aspects of it, but I don't follow this stuff because right now the biggest game that came out is Last of Us 2, and it's sold and it's doing good for the Sony. That's great for them, and in that regard, as an industry person to do that, that's great. For me, don't care. I see that there's something I was never gonna enjoy, so I let it go. But going to what I was saying with the Telltale Tales was like, what I bought those Batman for the 60. I don't remember what the original price was. Okay, it's been years ago, and I've seen the thing, but I kind of wish I could have got it for the $4 when it was on sale. But I got it for $9. Okay, I saw that. So, and I'm playing this game. It's like, wow, you know, I didn't notice this and I didn't notice that. So that's pretty cool, and I like the story and everything. I look at it as an interactive movie. That's really what it is, and I've enjoyed seeing how the writers create this world and write it. Would I play a lot of games like this? No. But you know what? It is enjoyable for what it is, and I give Telltale Games and the writer and everybody shout outs and good for doing that. There's another game that I didn't think of picking up, you know, a while back, and I, you know, enjoy. It was basically like what was it again? Not Dragon Quest. What is his name again? I think it is like Sushi Strikers, Dragon Quest, the one for the DS. No, not Dragon Quest. That's what it is. Monster Hunters. That's what it is. I apologize. Monster Hunters on the 3DS. That game they have, which is kind of like Pokemon-ish, whatever. I didn't think I would have liked it because I hate match 3 and all kind of stuff. But when I figured out, I was like, "Well, this is different," and I've beaten that game, but it was something different and intrigued me enough that made me think, hey, I should go and play this game. And that's another thing that is missing in as you'll see my other video that I did a while ago about the industry. We not only are we missing fun, we also missing the quirkiness of let's enjoy this. So I shout outs again to all the indie devs who create these games. Some that I would never pick up, but those who I've picked up, like Kitana and Kitana Zero, and what's the other game that I picked up? The racing game, which is almost like Top Gear, Horizon Chasers. That's a great game. I've enjoyed it, played it, have fun with it. Implosion, Icy, Pedro, my banana friend, or Pedro, my friend, like these weird games. Oh man, awesome that happened, and it was quirky enough to make me say, hey, I want to check. Or like I said, like Sushi Strikers, like wow, let me check this out or whatever. Heck, it's funny to say that the whole story thing again, because I love Professor Layton. Now it's almost like an interactive story as well too. But I've played almost all. I have bought every Professor Layton game except for the Professor Layton and the Phoenix game. But I have all the mainline games, and I've enjoyed the mainline games. I really have. I have not beaten all of them because I still need to beat the one with his daughter. Still need to beat that, and I still need to beat that game. And I need to beat one more Professor Layton game from the original series, because there was 3. Then I went back and did another thing, so I need to go back and beat that third one. I even bought the Professor Layton movie, which I enjoyed. So it's the aspect of, man, we used to just see something different, and if you didn't like it, you didn't have to throw shade at it and be all super negative at it. Unless it was like the person was being cocky and everything, like how that free to play game from Cliffy B's crew and everything, how they just say stupid stuff. Oh, Nintendo should, they won't work on a controller, which wasn't Cliffy B, it was somebody else who were programmed for him, but that was so stupid, and it's so messed up that they went that route and it didn't work out. Or Project Cars, when they lied about the whole, like, if they're being that jerk into that much of a jerk, okay, but most of it, if the game comes out and most people keep their games, their mouth shut. Street Fighter, of course, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, that thing where I'm like, just keep quiet, just don't. When they talk, nobody knows. Most gamers don't know X-Men. What? You could go back to the original games and see who the X-Men are, but just tell the truth that, hey, you don't have the rights for it. But no, you gotta stick your foot in your mouth with all the nonsense. My point of saying this is, if it's not, be cool and whatever. And we've lost that the obligatory just to be like, hey, this is a cool game. Hey, check it out, whatever. Like, I love Fire Emblem games, as most of y'all know. And when Codename Steam came out, I felt, oh man, it is a good game. Need to beat that game too. But I like when people do that. Also, I like when for those developers or those indie guys to do this, please look. If you're gonna use this, don't take them. Like I say, you guys have creative minds. I do give you that. And you have creative minds, right? There are a lot of Mario 64 Mario clones out there. That's all good. Had in time. You shouldn't say what you had to say, but you have games like that. Yeah, make those games and just, you don't have to, you don't need the what do you call it? Don't use other people's IP. You can use the ideas and go around it. And Nintendo does not have there's no copyright for a 3D platformer at all. So use the idea, because I see all these guys who may call it, oh, what would happen if Mario was in what do you call it, in 4K and all that stuff, and you spend all that time, whatever. Forget that. How about, hey, here's my character, and I put it in a Mario setting or Samus setting, all the stuff. What do you think? You have all these people who are making all these, I hate this word, Metroid style games. They're not no damn Metroidvania, but a Metroid style games. Hell, look like we just talked about this Street of Rage stuff. We have Street of Rage 4 finally, thank God, happy that happened. But Fight in Range, oh man, awesome game. River City Girls, awesome game. The Takeover, awesome game. You know what? You can take the ideas, but you don't have to take the IP. Let's do that with these game setups. That's what it is. Nobody's against the whole, let's look at something new and different, but let's provide people that. Right now, like I said, back in the 6th to 7th gen, all we had was shooters, and it was annoying. I love that we got some platforming back with indie games from the Shantae 7 series and everything. We have some mech games, which I gotta get into, which is I have to get into Demon X Machina. I gotta get in that game. I played the demo and everything, and I never got into the game proper. Heck, we have a resurgence not only of fighting games and platforming games. We have a resurgence also of because you have Mortal Kombat for the fighting games. You do have Mortal Kombat in there, which not for me, but it's there, and other people who've been putting like Dragon Ball Fighters and everything. But we have also I'm trying to figure out where is the game. I'm trying to remember the game off the top of the genre, because like I said, that was dead, and it's come back too, because again we just didn't have it. Platformers has come back because of the indie game. Like I said, it's that. You also had as I stated before, you have all these Mario, you know, these other games that does the same thing with the platformer and everything. We have a lot of genres that's making a comeback. Oh, RPG, that's what I meant to say. I'm so sorry. We have all these cool RPGs coming back, from Fallen Legend to Ys 8, which is Ys 9 coming through. Trials of Cold Steel, which is a very good RPG. Of course, Xenoblade. Like, you have all these great RPGs come back, which I'm happy. Of course, Dragon Quest 11. Like, man, these games are coming back and it's fun. So I'm liking the variety. If there's anything I could say in 2020, which has been a crappy year for a lot of people, and I admit to that. But from 2009 to now, the resurgence of a lot of genres to where it needs to be is awesome. I'm enjoying that. And also, like I said, I have never played a Pokemon since 1999, if anything. And I'm playing Sword and Shield because they brought something pretty good to the table. So I'm liking this. I am really liking certain things. I'm enjoying that. But it still goes back to, let's keep the fun. Let's keep if politics is about in the game, the character and great in it, I'm not against it. But let's keep that nonsense out of the game. Let's talk about fun and enjoying the game. Yes, graphics has its spots. You know my stance today. It has its spots in places it looks really nice and great and everything. And in the PlayStation 5 we're talking about now, everybody's like, oh, look at all what we could do with graphics in PlayStation 5. Can we get, as Game Idea would say, can we get better AI? Can we get worlds that don't buff as much as before? Can we do good stuff? Y'all talked about all the loading stuff. Let's see if y'all put it to the test. Let's see if you guys put it to the test and get me some great games like that, huh? How about that? Breath of the Wild had one big load, right? You're correct. It had one big load, but you loading screen. But you know what? After that, even going into certain things, whatever, other than the shrines, whatever, you could play that game without loading nothing. People used to say, "Oh yeah, but you have to have the frame rate drops and everything." Now I played the version of the Wii, like I've said. I didn't play it on the Switch. I have seen when the game has chugged a little bit, and that was when that is when I got to doing the quest right beside the laboratory with the professor, the other professor, not the one up from the mountain where your house is. So that. In what do you call it, in the one where people saying the Lost Worlds or in the Cohere Fault, I didn't have that slowed down. I still got stuff on Breath of the Wild I still need to do in that game. I like that. I like that setup. And there's games out there that, like I said, I have not beat and I enjoyed. We have all this great stuff to talk about when it comes to these things. So like I said, I'm enjoying to see how the industry has. It's sad that it's lost its soul. It's sad that these corporations and how things are going bad, even to Nintendo too. Nintendo's not out of it. They've done their bad as well. But to see that we have these genres coming back, that's a good thing. To see the different varieties of games is a good thing. I, as a librarian, you could go in my backlog, not backlog, but there's a video I have with my physical collection. You see how much games I have for my Switch. That's why I was saying that I'm not even beating most of them because of my schedule, working and engaged my radio show and my company back up running. It's been dotting. But you know what? It's there. So I don't let people. If I have to tell anybody else, just buy the games you like and enjoy. Like I always say, if you don't like it, don't buy it. If you like it, buy it. If you see messed up effery in some of the stuff and you don't like it, then you talk about it. You don't need to do multiple videos, whatever, but you can still talk about it and state certain things. And the most powerful thing you have to change to change these corporations, because again, as I said in the last video that you watch, yeah, the only color they care about is green, or whatever color currency is a currency. That's all they care about. So let's if you see something that you don't like and it's messed up and you don't want to tolerate it, and my answer will be don't buy it. If I see messed up stuff, I don't buy stuff. Okay. Yeah, like I said, we have a lot of games coming out. I am happy to see Zero Striker Gunvolt 3 coming for the Switch. I'm happy that the next Fall of Legend is coming to the Switch that I need to go see. I am super excited, which like I said in video, Falcon. That's kind of crazy that you can bring not that you brought Transical C3, which is good. Happy, I am gonna pick it up, but you thought they were like, oh, we don't think we're gonna bring Yeez 9. I'm like, but Yeez 8 sold, so what? It's just nonsense. But they're bringing Yeez 9 to the Switch. Thank you. I'm gonna pick that game up and enjoy that game as well too. I'm gonna enjoy that game and have fun with that game. So there's games for me to play. I know there's a lot of Nintendo channels out there saying Nintendo ain't did this and that and stuff. Hell, I'm gonna hell, like I said, I have not beaten all of Nintendo's games itself that they publish. Nevertheless, to say I go there, but if you have more time than me, that's good for you. And hey, play the games that you could get. But I have a lot of Nintendo games that I have still to beat on from the Wii to the Wii U to the Switch. Nevertheless, the DS. And not only that, I still have games that I gotta look through and enjoy. And a lot of people's like, oh man, we don't have no like I said, look at this right here. This is what I'm talking about. This is the stuff I like the ingenuity and stuff like that, the ideas. And this is not only Nintendo could do that. I know there's independent guys who could do this. Do that, and I have no problem. Just don't use Mario. Use a different character, and you use it. Yeah, people say, well, it's basically Odyssey or thing ripoff, whatever. Yeah, don't let that. But if you are creating the levels, so if you create a great level, don't let them knock you down for that. But as I said before, I mean, and going back a little bit, just a quick, because I got to be honest, just like how with Zelda Breath of the Wild, the whole thing. Shout outs to Starlink. It might not, I don't know if we get something out of it greater than what it was, but Starlink almost the same, basically the same thing too. I could fly from planet to planet without no loading. Just, I mean, the high loading is so great with the whole going to the planet, the thing, but it's so secondly, it's not, you feel like there's nothing. So I like that. I like that. And that was on the Switch and other stuff. Do that with if you get the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox X Series with all the power and all the crap they're talking about, please. Graphics are alright, but can you do more than just graphics? Better AI, better control, buff the speed of it, of not loading everything in a certain way. Smooth, thing. I don't care. A lot of people are like, if you can get 60 frames, and that's all good. But it is all as best as you can. You ain't, again. The truth about it is no such thing as 60 frames locked. Neither 30 frames locked. The games are built at a higher setup because you can't predict every path of what a person, including in some of these Outworld games and everything. So they've just, I was laughing. Those counter guys, you see those counters and stuff, that's what you see, bumps up and down, yeah. But they're like, oh, it's 60. No, it's not. Okay, so there's no such thing, but I love how these guys love to play. That's one of the reasons I don't like Digital Foundry, really. But it is nonsense. Some of the stuff you said that Ben and the things still is on my mind when you say that nonsense. But I just wanted to do this video just to talk about some of the stuff. Like, there are good games coming out from all consoles. I mean, Ghost of Tsushima looks really good, and I might not get a PlayStation 5, but I will get a PlayStation 4 and get some Trials of Cold Steel 4. I don't know if it might come to the Switch or not. Let's see, but get that, and there's some other games, some SRW that I would love to get, and some other games that's only PlayStation exclusive that I would love to play. Like get on my PlayStation 4 when you go cheaper, because I'm not buying a PlayStation 5, and the one I want is too expensive. I guarantee that thing's like $7.99 for that physical version, so you can you could miss me with that nonsense. Ain't doing that. And I'm not gonna buy a digital console so you could. No, I'm not getting a digital console like that. If I could store it to something, that makes sense. But with the way things are going with all these clouds and everything now, nah, I'm not doing that nonsense. I want to have my game for me to have fun with it. So, with that stated there, I'm gonna just call it on this video talk. So this is your boy like a 1/2 N duo. And as usual, you know what I always say: there's no perfect games out there, man. Enjoy those games on all the consoles, even PC. Because what's perfect to you is not perfect to me. What's perfect to me is not perfect to you. So hey, just keep it about the games. Talk about the fun. Let's have it like that. All right, guys. Y'all have a good night. Peace out.